Prepare to dive into an icon's epic journey. In a world where music is the universal language, a bold man has risen. Elton John, a life of glamour, controversy, drama, and triumphs. From how he faced the dark world of drugs to when he became an icon in the music industry. Get ready to discover the secrets and curiosities that made Elton John a music legend. Did you know that one of the biggest icons in world music was born in a small English town? Reginald Kenneth Dwight, better known as Elton John, came into the world on March 25, 1947, in Pinner, Middlesex, England. Son of Stanley Dwight, a Royal Air Force pilot, and Sheila Eileen Dwight, Elton grew up in a middle-class family, with a loving mother but a distant father. But it was in the piano chords that Elton found the affection and connection that was missing. At just 3 years old, he started playing, revealing a natural talent that would leave everyone surprised. And the most incredible thing is that at the age of 7, Elton started classical piano lessons with teacher Mrs. Powell, and soon became a prodigy. Influenced by artists such as Winifred Atwell, George Shearing, and Elvis Presley, Elton developed a unique style. At age 11, he received a scholarship to the prestigious Royal Academy of Music, where he studied for 5 years. But what led Elton to become one of the greatest artists of all time? At age 15, he formed his first band, the Corvettes, and in 1962 adopted the name Elton John, inspired by Elton Dean and Long John Baldry. And, in 1968, he released his first single, I've Been Loving You. But was that enough to launch him into stardom? Before continuing, I need to know if you are prepared to discover the most exciting stories of world personalities. So, subscribe to our channel here to receive all YouTube notifications and discover interesting facts about celebrities in our new videos. Few people know that one of the biggest icons in world music almost didn't achieve stardom. Reginald Kenneth Dwight, better known as Elton John, had modest beginnings, but a name change and a groundbreaking partnership would change everything. In 1972, Reginald officially became Elton John, inspired by saxophonist Elton Dean and singer Long John Baldry. But it was his meeting with Bernie Taupin in 1967 that sparked a creative partnership that would last decades. Their first album, Empty Sky, 1969, failed to achieve commercial success, but Your Song, 1970, was a game-changer, reaching the top of the charts. And then came the meteoric rise. The album Elton John, 1970, was a success, with hits such as Take Me to the Pilot and Ballerina. His first tour in the USA, at the Troubadour, in Los Angeles, consolidated his fame. Tumbleweed Connection, 1970, and Madman Across the Water, 1971, solidified his position as an international artist. But did you know that Elton John was the first artist to release a live album in the US? November 17, 1971, marked that achievement. And Honky Chateau, 1972, recorded in Paris, brought hits such as Honky Cat and Rocket Man. Their theatrical and extravagant shows, with elaborate costumes and colorful glasses, became legendary. You also need to know that if you leave a like on this video, YouTube will see that you liked it and will suggest this video to more people. This way you help our channel. Can I count on you? Have you ever heard that one of the most iconic musical partnerships in history began with a simple newspaper ad? In 1967, Elton John and Bernie Taupin met after responding to an ad in the New Musical Express. This chance meeting gave rise to a collaboration that would change the course of music. They began working together, with Taupin writing poetic lyrics and Elton composing catchy melodies. The result was a unique style that conquered the world. Your Song, 1970, was the first hit, followed by Rocket Man, 1972, Crocodile Rock, 1972, and Candle in the Wind, 1973, a moving tribute to Marilyn Monroe. But what made this partnership so special? The division of tasks, with Taupin writing lyrics and Elton composing music, created a perfect balance. They drew inspiration from each other's personal experiences, stories, and popular culture. Mutual respect and admiration were fundamental to success. Today, this partnership is considered one of the most successful in music history, with more than 300 songs and 300 million records sold worldwide. Elton John and Bernie Taupin inspired other musical collaborations and left an unparalleled legacy. Elton John's moving story is already worth your comment, isn't it? So, comment what you're enjoying knowing about Elton John and which famous or influential character would you like to see in our next video. Did you know that one of the biggest icons in world music built a career with style, controversy, and talent? Elton John revolutionized the music industry with his unique style. A mix of rock, pop, and glam, Elton John created an unmistakable sound. His virtuoso piano and expressive voice made him stand out. Influences from Leon Russell, David Bowie, and other artists enriched his work. Colorful glasses, elaborate costumes such as the iconic Dodger, 1975, and bold hairstyles such as the peacock hairstyle became his trademark. You won't believe what happened. Elton John did not shy away from controversy. Provocative statements about celebrities and politics generated headlines. Personal conflicts with Bernie Taupin and other artists were also notorious. However, his struggle with alcohol and drug addiction showed his resilience. Today, Elton John is a cultural icon, influencing music, theater, and cinema. His style inspired stylists and designers. Awards such as the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award have recognized his contribution. First artist to release a live album in the U.S., November 17, 1971. Record attendance at Dodger Stadium, 1975, and was named Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1996. And what's coolest is that behind the shine of the stage, Elton John built a personal life marked by love, challenges, and overcoming. In 1984, Elton John surprised the world by marrying Renata Blauel, a German sound engineer, in Sydney, Australia. However, the marriage only lasted 4 years, with them divorcing in 1988 due to personal differences and his struggle with addiction. Are you enjoying it? So share it with someone who will love it too. Your friends need to see this. So, share our video now. Your sharing can change someone. But Elton John's life was just beginning to change. In 1993, he met David Furnish, a Canadian film director, at a party. They began a relationship and became registered partners in 2005. Following the legalization of same-sex marriage in the United Kingdom, Elton John and David Furnish married on December 21, 2014. Today, the family is completed by 2 sons, Zachary and Elijah, born through surrogacy. They divide their time between homes in London, Los Angeles, and France. Additionally, Elton John and David Furnish are dedicated to philanthropy, supporting causes such as the fight against HIV/AIDS. Now, you won't believe what happened. Behind the glitter of the stage, did Elton John face a personal battle with addiction? In the 1970s, the stress and pressure of fame led Elton John to consume cocaine and alcohol excessively. The addiction affected his health, causing heart, kidney, and respiratory problems. Despite several attempts at rehabilitation, Elton John was unable to overcome his addiction. But a 1984 breakdown in a Los Angeles hotel room was the turning point. He sought help and, in 1990, checked himself into a rehabilitation clinic in Chicago. With the support of David Furnish, Bernie Taupin, and other friends and family, Elton John began intensive treatment. After overcoming addiction, Elton John achieved sobriety in 1990 and has remained sober ever since. He founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation in 1992, raising more than $450 million to fight HIV/AIDS. Today, Elton John is an advocate for mental health and addiction awareness. A case that will leave you perplexed was the tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997. Did this event shake the world and profoundly change Elton John's life? In the 1980s, Elton John and Princess Diana became close friends, united by a commitment to philanthropy, especially the fight against HIV/AIDS. When Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris, Elton John was devastated. The truth behind this story is that to honor his friend, Elton John re-recorded Candle in the Wind, 1973, creating a new version, Candle in the Wind, 1997. Released in September 1997, this song became the best-selling song of all time, with more than 33 million copies sold. But what makes this tribute even more special? All profits from the song were donated to the Diana Foundation, Princess of Wales Memorial Fund. Elton John also performed Candle in the Wind 1997 at Princess Diana's funeral, leaving an indelible mark on history. And this is where the story really gets more interesting. You must have seen that Elton John, in addition to dominating the stage, also left his mark in cinema? Elton John began to venture into the world of cinema in the 1970s, playing the pinball wizard in Tommy, 1975, and voicing the character bus conductor in The Firestar, 1975. However, it was with the soundtrack for The Lion King, 1994, that he reached his peak, composing hits such as Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata, and Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which earned him an Oscar for Best Original Song. But his contribution did not stop there. Elton John also produced the soundtrack for Romeo and Juliet, 2011, and collaborated again with Disney on the live-action version of The Lion King, 2019. He even made an appearance as a gnome in Romeo and Juliet. With awards such as the Oscar, the Golden Globe, and the Grammy, Elton John became one of the few artists to achieve this triple crown. He was also honored as a Disney legend in 2006. I don't know if you know, but Elton John is one of the most awarded artists in history. With an astonishing career spanning more than 5 decades, Elton John has accumulated an impressive collection of awards and recognitions. He won 5 Grammys, including Best Male Vocal Performance for Your Song and Album of the Year for Honky Chateau. Additionally, he has received 4 Brit Awards, 11 MTV Video Music Awards, and was named a Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1996. But the prizes don't stop there. Elton John was also recognized as a Disney legend in 2006, received the Kennedy Award in 2004, and was named Billboard's Entertainer of the Century in 1995. His star has shined on the Hollywood Walk of Fame since 1975, and he has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994 and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2004. With more than 300 awards throughout his career, Elton John is a true music icon. Music. And did you know that he was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine in 2000? But Elton John's legacy goes beyond music. His foundation, the Elton John AIDS Foundation, EJAF, has raised more than $450 million to fight HIV/AIDS. Furthermore, his contributions to film and theater, such as the soundtracks for The Lion King and Romeo and Juliet, are invaluable. With more than 300 million records sold worldwide and more than 50 singles in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100, Elton John is one of the most successful artists in history. Elton John, a man who transcended borders, broke rules and won hearts. Her journey is a testament to the strength of creativity and resilience. What did you think of these interesting facts about the King of Music? Watch this video of another celebrity that I prepared especially for you. Thank you very much.